Stephen Bacall.
Bacall. That's awesome. That's right. Bacall. Yeah, Bacall.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Yeah!
Oh, God. Oh, so I was on Facebook the other day, and it occurred to me that anytime you see a woman change her relationship status to "it's complicated," all that means is she's letting some guy have sex with her. And she can offer up any excuse she wants, and they usually have one. It's usually something like, well, he works a lot, or his wife doesn't like me very much. But if you ask the guy, he'd tell you, I'm just nailing her.
Yeah!
Actually, now that I think about it, why isn't that an option on Facebook? I'm just nailing her. I feel like it'd be a popular one. That would open up the doors for a whole slew of new Facebook options. Next thing you know, you're logging on and you see, oh, look at that, Gregory's balls deep in amber now. Well, that's nice. I always thought they'd be a cute couple. Also, according to Facebook, I am friends with way more hot women than I remember meeting. Someone tried telling me, well, it's just all the average-looking girls from high school that you didn't notice finally coming into their own. But that's bullshit, because why would I keep in touch with the average-looking girls from high school? And besides, I grew up in a very small farm town. All the girls that I went to high school with are now fat and have diabetes. That is a fact. Look, I'm not trying to sound, I don't want to sound like I'm knocking on diabetes. To be completely honest, I only date diabetic chicks. It may seem like a weird preference at first, but all of a sudden, I don't look so cheap for passing up on the dessert card at the end of the night.
Woo!
Now I start to look a bit like a hero, because she knows in the back of her mind that I would probably like a slice of cheesecake, and of course I would. It's delicious. But then I would be eating something that she couldn't have. I would be enjoying something that she could never experience. And she knows I'm more compassionate than that. I'm more caring than that. So every time I tell the waitress no thank you, I'm just racking up blowjob points.
Woo!
Yeah. I finally got a pool put in at my place the other day. Most people like to fill their pools with water, but I thought an Olympic-sized ball pit would be more of a conversation starter. It was going pretty well until we lost a couple of kids in the deep end. We wanted to rescue them, but unfortunately adults aren't allowed in there. Plus, none of us would take off our shoes. That joke is very clever and very well written, and you guys didn't appreciate it as much as you should have. Oh, let's see. I'm a bit of a jokester. The other day I called my very religious mom up and told her that I'd gotten my girlfriend pregnant. She flipped out. It was hilarious, you guys. Then here's the best part. My girlfriend isn't even pregnant. The chick I knocked up was just some strange. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any kids. A lot of my friends do, though. I actually know one girl who did it on purpose. Ugh. Can you imagine? My friends are always saying to me, Steven, you could have a kid someday. And I guess they're right. I mean, me and my girlfriend did have a pregnancy scare a few months back. I mean, thankfully she's clumsy, so it all worked out, but still. They say, well, Steven, if you did have a kid, what would you want? Would you want a boy or a girl? And look, guys, call me corny, but I don't think it would matter. All right, boy, girl, either way, my life is over. I will say this, though. If I ever have a son, I just hope that he doesn't turn out gay. And look, that has nothing to do with sexual preference. It's just that fabulous clothes are expensive. I mean, gay daughter, no big deal how much the flannel costs. But gay son? Tiny assless chaps don't just pay for themselves, people. Or maybe they do, I don't know what he's using them for. Maybe my son will be a showman. Let's see. Fuck it, I'll do this.
Yeah.
So by now you've all realized that I'm an amazing comedian.
Yeah!
But what you may not know is that I'm also a very talented actor, and I'll prove that to you now with a couple of characters that I've developed. This first character is called the Gay Black Atheist, from Alabama. Help, I've been shot! Thank you. 100% accurate. Alright guys, this next character is called, let's see, what should I do? The Articulate Bull in a China Shop. This is why I can't have nice things. Thank you. This next character is called the stereotypical black guy without the stereotypical black guy voice. What's up, Claire? Let's head back to my crib. I've got a 40 of malt liquor and some sticky-ass weed. Just gonna wait for everybody to laugh at that as much as they should. All right, we'll move on. I'll do one more joke here. I went to a convenience store the other day to buy some cigarettes, and behind the counter was a large black man. And to anyone out there thinking that the term is African American, shut up. He could have been Canadian, you don't know. Maybe he asked me about my day. Anyway, he told me he needed to see my ID, so I showed it to him. He looked at it for a second, looked back up at me and said, "Your last name Bacham?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Is it?" And at this point, I'm genuinely terrified, because I don't know if this man has a vendetta against my family, or if he just didn't hear me. So after a few seconds, I'm like, "Yeah." And then he just smiles and goes, "Mine too."
Yeah.
We probably related. I'm thinking, I don't know. I mean, I guess theoretically our ancestors could have crossed paths somewhere down the line, but if so, I don't think we're going to like how it happened. Tell you what, I'll start pronouncing it Bacam, and we'll just call it even. I think if I found out that my ancestors owned a bunch of slaves, I'd have mixed feelings about that. Look, I would feel bad for the slaves, don't get me wrong. But it would be nice to know that I come from money. Very clever joke that I'm ending on there. Thank you guys.
Yeah!